guys, Fernanda. Today I want to talk about mindfulness, and I'm really excited about this one. So mindfulness is basically awareness. It can be awareness of sensations in your body, awareness of the way that the sun is hitting your face, and there are a lot of practices you can use to be mindful. Like, you could just be sitting there and like noticing that stuff, or you can set aside time like to sit and be in meditation, which is to sit and notice, and that's a form of mindfulness. You could paint to be mindful, you could go for a walk and be mindful, but the idea in general of mindfulness is to become aware of the things that are happening around you. It's basically just an awareness of your experience that allows you to live more presently, and it helps you to zoom out and notice things that you might not be noticing. Like, for example, if you notice, oh, I'm really tired and I feel a bit more sensitive right now, then you're using your mindfulness to be more I can't think right now, but to separate those two things, instead of thinking, oh my god, I'm so sensitive or whatever, or even just noticing this thing is bothering me. It's taking one step further and saying, this thing is bothering me, and I do feel quite tired today, and I remember that I didn't really sleep well last night, and maybe if I slept better, I would be not so sensitive, or this thing wouldn't be affecting me as much. Or it can be something like the way that your coffee smells, and just like noticing that and appreciating it. And I feel like it kind of elongates your day, but in the best way, because every moment is a little bit extended when you're just in it. So mindfulness is great. I think that in a world that we are constantly pushed to be busy, to be productive, and we're always rushing to the next thing, it's really hard to just like sit with things, or even just notice things that are going on inside. And it's not until, you're laying in bed at night that you're like, oh my god, and all these things are coming at you, and then you can't sleep, or then you like reach for some melatonin or something, and it's not really letting anything pass through or helping you solve anything. It's just kind of pushing it, and it normally gets to a point where you keep pushing it until you can't push it anymore, and then you just like crash out. And you can avoid that by creating these little pockets of stillness. And by that I mean even 5 minutes or less, or even going on a walk without listening to anything, and just listening to you and your thoughts, or noticing what's around, and noticing the thoughts that come up as you're walking, because normally it's a pattern, and the thoughts that you think about the most, or the things that are worrying you or whatever, like, that's what's going to come up. But I wrote some notes, so I'm just going to look through. Also, when you feel these emotions, like, you'll start to feel lighter, and you'll feel more ease, because you're letting them pass through and they're not like building up, as I said. And another thing is that sometimes you will feel these emotions come up, and I do this where I want to like push through to the happy emotion. If I feel grief, if I feel sadness, especially if I don't know why, I found myself wanting to rationalize, like, why am I feeling this, and why am I even sad, or whatever. And I've learned that you don't need to rationalize. And if anything, don't, because you won't be able to. It won't make sense sometimes. You won't know why until it's passed through. And it's okay to feel that like angst, or not want to be in that. But as soon as you just feel it, and then you can like nap or drink water, eat something, rest your body as if, like, because when you feel those intense emotions, like, it can take a toll on your body, and it's a thing that you're releasing, you know. So just being gentle with yourself afterwards, and when you're in it, knowing it's just gonna pass and it's not gonna be forever. And you can even set timers for yourself for either if you already feel the emotion, and if you don't and you just want to sit with the stillness, you can set a timer of 1 minute and slowly increase, or 5 minutes if you feel bold that day. Just being so present when you feel the emotion, and not present in the sense of like being taken over by it, that you're thinking about all the thoughts associated with that. It's more just feeling present with what are the sensations in my body right now. If it's sadness, where do I feel the heaviness? Where do I feel, you know, what do my tears feel like? Are they warm? Are they like, I don't know, am I crying? What are the sensations that are coming up for me when I'm feeling it? And you can even notice, like, this sucks and leave it at that. But feeling whatever is there, and resting because, and just oh my god, what the heck, that's so bright. Just resting your body, because it's a lot for your body when you feel those intense emotions. And honestly, if you rest afterwards, it's easier to let it pass and move on to the next thing. Because a lot of the times, if you're in that, and let's say you're feeling anxiety, you start to loop in it, and then you're thinking about all the thoughts that come up when you're feeling that thing, and then you can't even, like, you feel like you can't get out of it. But if you felt it for a bit, I don't know, maybe cried or released, and then took a little nap, and then you wake back up, and then it's a new day. I think it's just important to feel these things and leave some room for mindfulness, or leave some room to notice, oh, I have these things come up often, because a lot of the time it's like as if your inner child is like poking at you, being like, listen, I want to tell you this thing. And a lot of the time when we're growing up, the adults around us don't know how to lead with those emotions, or how to console us when we feel them. And I think that part of reparenting ourselves is learning to listen to that voice, learning to listen to our inner child telling us, hey, I feel this thing, and not needing to question or push it aside or tell them, oh, you're fine, or it's okay. And then that connects you back more to you. It makes you more present. It makes you feel seen. And when you can slowly do that over time, you're going to start to trust your intuition and your emotions more, because you feel heard when they come up. And then when they come up, you start to trust more, okay, it's only temporary. I'm not going to feel this intensity for that long. And then using the law of polarity, the more that you feel the intense, like, negative emotions, the more you're going to feel the happy ones. And it's confirmation from the fairy. And the more that you feel both of them, the more present you can be with both of them. And you can even romanticize the bad ones, or the ones that feel a little bit harder to feel. But either way, I think that's just important. And mindfulness has really been a good practice that I've implemented. So I wanted to share that. I hope that you enjoyed, and that you get some sunshine today. And I'll see you in the next one.